So everyone knows that Natasha Yar was killed off in the first season, and most of you probably know that the reason for this was because the actress Denise Crosby thought that the writers were not giving her enough character development. And honestly, I would have to agree. Now it's no secret that the first season of The Next Generation was lacking to say the least. Honestly, no one really got much in the way of character development, especially in the case of Lieutenant Yar. I honestly don't think the writers knew how to handle her character. They did flesh her out a bit with the episode in the African planet, but honestly, she was more passive than anything. Honestly, the passiveness of the entire crew is a huge problem for all of season one, but that's another video. The point here is that you can really feel that Yara didn't have any personal agency when it came to the circumstances that she was put in, other than just not wanting to be there. There are other times that it seems like the writers were trying to throw her a bone, but it just comes off as awkward. Like when Q gives Riker the power of the Q and he then restores Geordi's eyesight. There's this one off line from Geordi about how Yara is as beautiful as he thought she'd look.
You're as beautiful as I imagined, and more.
It's cringy as fuck, not only because it comes from literally nowhere, like these two have maybe talked for 10 minutes throughout the whole season, and because she doesn't even say anything back, she just stares at his ass. They couldn't even write some fucking lines for her. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be mad as fuck if I were her too. There are only two things that people remember her for: the rape gang's backstory she kept repeating over and over again, and her death. And man, let's talk about her death. She died to a fucking puddle. Niggas, you serious? Her death happened so suddenly and so fast that I didn't even believe she was dead for real when I first watched the episode. I'm like, nah, she coming back. But she didn't. It's funny because this episode is so much like the one with Nagilum, but falls flat in nearly every single way. The set looks like it was set up by some damn high schoolers. The writing, non-existent. They might as well have been speaking sign language through the whole episode. The episode doesn't even really end either. There's no resolution. It just stops and we all move on. And don't get me started with the Windows XP funeral they held with her. Disgraceful. I'm so puzzled as to why they didn't just transfer her to another ship off screen. Hell, they could have done that on screen after just a regular episode. She could have gone back to her home planet to help out the civilization there. This all really just goes to show that the writers didn't know what the fuck they were doing when it came to Yar, or really the first season to begin with. She has so much potential as a character too, but they just were fumbling the bag with her, and I really can't blame her for leaving.